You are about to witness something that was not meant only to excite you, but to completely change you. Listen with an open heart and do not ignore what I am about to reveal. This is not an accident. Nothing that comes from me is ever lost. I arranged this moment with perfect purpose, because something that belongs to you has already left my hands and is coming toward you, without mistakes, without delay, and without any human power able to stop it. But there is one condition. Stay where you are, because the instruction I am giving you now is what will unlock what heaven has already released. Every second of this video is like a hidden message from the Spirit, revealing the keys that open doors that have remained closed for years. Do not leave for any reason. Listen until the very end. I am calling you from within time to experience something eternal. Share this with those you love. Like, comment, and subscribe, not only out of habit, but because this channel is a bridge between your quiet prayers and my eternal promises. I know the routine that leaves you exhausted, the nights that seem to repeat the same silence, the same fears, and the same pain hidden behind forced smiles. Here is a burden wearing you down, a responsibility that seems to drain all your strength. Whether it is caring for someone who is sick, looking after those who constantly depend on you, or worrying about people who have wandered onto paths your heart cannot accept, listen closely to what I am telling you now. What belongs to you is not in danger. What I have prepared for you will never be given to someone else. It does not matter who doubted you, who laughed at you, or who tried to weaken you with cold words or unfair judgment. What carries your name and my promises has already begun to move. The unseen world is already at work, even though human eyes cannot see it. At this very moment, angels are carrying out my command. How many times have you woken up with your body present but your soul feeling far away? How many times have you kept going only because you had to, while your heart stayed trapped in memories, longing, and worries that nobody truly understood? Today I have entered your space, stepped into your moment, and gone beyond the limits of your natural understanding. What I am giving you now does not come through human effort. It comes through divine favor. It is not something you earn. It is something you receive. The time has now come for you to receive what already belongs to you. What was formed through your quiet prayers in the early hours while the world slept and only your thoughts cried out to me. It is coming. It is coming with purpose, with clarity, with strength, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop my plan. Because when I say something is yours, it already belongs to you even before it reaches your hands. You have faced people who looked down on you, ignored you, and placed you in situations where your voice seemed to disappear, yet you remained faithful. It was never only about endurance. It was about staying true. You did not let go of the promises I gave you, even when everything around you suggested the opposite. That is why today I declare in my name that your waiting season was never a punishment. It was preparation. The delay that troubled you was actually protection. I kept certain blessings hidden from you, not because I loved you less, but because I loved you too much to let you receive them before the right time. Now that right time has arrived, do not fear the signs you see around you. Even if everything still looks the same, what is coming has already broken through the unseen. You will soon hold what you once only dreamed about. You will experience what you once only whispered in secret. You will witness what once seemed like a promise far away. There hath been a feeling inside you that something is about to happen, even though it has no name, no shape, and no date. I tell you now that this feeling comes from my spirit preparing you. Yes, everything around you is being arranged. Some people are moving away while others are coming closer because I am putting every piece into its proper place. Brothers and sisters, YouTube has demonetized this channel. Every video is now made at our own cost with zero ad revenue. Every script, edit, and upload is done by a real team serving this ministry with their time and skills, not for a paycheck, but out of love for God and for you. Without your support, continuing this work becomes incredibly difficult. If this ministry has brought value to your life, now is your chance to invest back and help keep the Word of God reaching the world. If these messages have ever moved you or strengthened your faith, please support us on Ko-Fi. Even a small gift goes a long way. The link is pinned in the comments. If you are watching on TV, open your phone camera and scan the QR code on screen. It takes you straight to our support page. Pray over it, and if God leads you, give. Thank you. What belongs to you will arrive unexpectedly, but you will know without doubt that it came from me. I never work halfway. I never send incomplete gifts or broken promises. What I have kept for you will come whole. More than that, it will carry what only I can give: peace during the storm, direction where confusion once ruled, and strength where only exhaustion remained. The time has come for your eyes to see what your heart has already believed. You have become used to caring for others, putting yourself last, and staying strong so everyone else could keep standing. But now I am the one caring for you. I am holding you up and protecting you from what almost reached you. There was an attack being prepared in secret, but I stepped in first and stopped it. It will not reach you. The jealousy directed toward your home will not succeed. The harmful words spoken against your name will fall away without causing harm. Every attempt of the enemy to bring your household down will fail. Your home is covered, your path is protected, and your name is sealed before my altar. The promise I spoke over your family will come to pass, even if some people are still far away and even if restoration appears impossible. I am the one who changes what others believe can never change. The lack that tried to settle into your life will begin to disappear. The anxiety that tried to control your heart will become quiet, because when I stretch out my hand, everything changes, not only around you, but especially within you. Today I am doing more than promising you a blessing. I am placing you in the right spiritual position. I am setting you where you need to be so you can receive what already belongs to you. Do not trade your peace for temporary things anymore. Do not let voices without spiritual truth pull your attention away. Your path has already been joined with what I released from heaven, and no opposing power can stop what was decided in eternity. Wait with wisdom, walk with confidence, and believe with all your heart, because the season of disappointment is giving way to a season of harvest. What belongs to you is not only going to arrive, it is already on its way. Right now, even if everything around you still feels quiet, there is a sound in the spiritual world that cannot be ignored. It is the sound of something being open. It is the sound of change breaking the long season of waiting. Your name has already been spoken in eternity. At this very moment, while you breathe, something prepared for you is drawing closer, not with hurry, but with perfect timing. I, the Lord, am never a God of confusion. I am the God of perfect timing, and the time has now arrived. While many people around you stay focused only on what they can see, I have chosen you to notice what cannot be seen. You feel it. You know it. There are mornings when you wake up, and your heart feels stirred for no clear reason, because I am already moving things for you. Your spiritual awareness is not imagination. It is discernment. Because of that discernment, you are being placed where you belong. You are no longer the same person, and the new season beginning now requires the new life that has already grown inside you. The battles you faced were greater than most people will ever know. I am not speaking only about outward struggles, but also about the thoughts that tried to crush your spirit. Thoughts that wanted to silence your faith, weaken your hope, and stop your hands from moving forward. Yet you remain standing. That perseverance brought you to this moment. It became the quiet proof of your faithfulness, Today I honor every step that refused to turn back, every prayer that continued, and every hope that refused to die. What belongs to you has never been forgotten. It has been carefully kept for the right time. Even though some people walked away from you and the support you once had became smaller, I remain with you. During that time I built a path together with you that many people could not understand, because my work is not always meant to be explained. It is meant to be lived. Those who look only with natural eyes cannot understand what my spirit reveals. That is why even people close to you could not recognize what I was doing. But you stayed faithful, and now the reward is drawing near. You gave yourself for the people you love. You sacrificed, stayed quiet, and endured. Even on the days when your soul felt tired, you still stood up for the people you love. I saw every moment. I saw you take a deep breath so you would not fall apart. I saw you hide your pain behind acts of kindness. Nothing you have done escaped my attention. I am the God who rewards even a simple cup of water given with love. You have given far more than that. You have given your time, your strength, your love, and your life, and I am the one who rewards you. So listen carefully. Nothing has been forgotten. What I promised you may have taken longer than you expected, but it has never expired. Not one word that came from my mouth has fallen away. Everything I spoke will happen, not only as a symbol but as reality. You will see it with your own eyes, touch it with your own hands, and know without doubt that I am the God who keeps every promise. If you believe these words are for you, write with faith in the comments, I trust in the faithfulness of the Lord. Faithful is he who calls you, and he will also do it. 1 Thessalonians 5:24. Anxiety tried to steal your peace, didn't it? It came dressed as concern, as care for your family, and as worry for your home. But beneath all of that, it was weakening your faith, pushing you toward relying only on yourself and leading you away from fully trusting me. Today I break that cycle. I restore peace to your heart. You do not have to carry the weight of the whole world. I am here, and what belongs to you does not depend only on your own effort. It depends on my work. What is coming to you comes with healing. Healing for your busy days, your sleepless nights, and the quiet wounds you gathered without even realizing it. Healing for the fear that everything might end in disappointment. But nothing will end in ruin, because I am the God who writes unexpected endings. Your story will be no different. I have already redrawn the path of your life. I have already prepared new plans, and what is about to be born will be so wonderful that the days of pain will no longer define your memory. I never called you to live outside my promise. I did not create you to spend your life only watching others receive blessings. What I prepared for you carries your own spiritual identity. It is not something ordinary. It was prepared especially for you. That is why the waiting felt so difficult. It could not arrive too early or be given in the wrong season. What belongs to you is too valuable to be placed in the wrong hands. Now, with greater maturity and deeper understanding, you are ready to receive it. You have been tested through faith, through silence, and through waiting, and now all of that is becoming spiritual authority. You will have the ability to speak into the lives of people who are now where you once were. You will speak healing where there was once only pain. Everything I do in your life is never meant only for you. It is so you can become living proof that I am the God who changes lives, restores hearts, lifts people up, and honors those who trust in me. Where people tried to bury you will become the very place where I cause you to grow. You not be afraid anymore. Time is no longer your enemy, because I step into time and set it right whenever I choose. I am the one who speeds things up, slows them down, and begins them again. Today I step into your season to place it where it belongs. Delay has become forward movement. Tiredness has become preparation. Silence has become training. Everything has worked together, and now everything is falling into place. Do not let fear stop you at this moment. Fear keeps people still, but faith moves them forward. Today is a day to move ahead, not to stand still. The words spoken against you no longer have authority, because when I lift someone up, no voice against them can succeed. You already rejected those words in prayer, and I confirm that victory in heaven. Your identity is secure in me. You are not what people called you. You are not the mistakes you made. You are part of a living promise, and a living promise does not end in the middle of the journey. Keep going until the end, because your ending will be greater than your beginning. Some people have already stopped believing, and others have forgotten about you, but I have never forgotten you. I kept you in the center of my thoughts, and because I remembered you, I move heaven and earth to reach you at this exact moment. While many pass by unnoticed, I came directly to you because today your heart needed this confirmation, and you will not leave empty. The promise is burning again. The fire inside you has been lit once more, and your hope is breathing again. You believed it could never happen again. You thought it was too late and that your best days were already behind you. But I am the God who begins where others give up. I do not follow human calendars. My timing is not controlled by human reasoning. It is guided by purpose. Your purpose is still alive, still breathing, and still calling you forward, and I will complete it. Neither time, loss, nor pain can stop what is eternal. While many people wait for dramatic signs, I often reveal myself through simple moments. It was through a quiet touch that I healed the woman who had been bleeding for 12 years. It was through a gentle breeze that I spoke to Elijah. Today I speak to you in the same way, quietly but deeply, simply yet eternally, because my voice does not need a performance. My voice carries authority, and that authority is bringing your soul back into order right now. Take a deep breath. I am here. Whenever you feel that you do not know what to do, remember that I am your rock. When the world around you shakes, stay firm in me. When different opinions leave you confused, seek my direction. Your strength is not found in controlling everything but in trusting me completely. What is ahead will require faith and commitment, but it will also bring peace and true rest. You will no longer walk with a heavy heart. You will walk with purpose. The old wounds no longer control the direction of your life. They have been healed, not ignored. They have been dealt with, not simply covered over. That is why today you carry authority over the very things that once caused you pain. That authority will not only help you remain standing, it will also help you raise others up. Your testimonies will no longer be centered on suffering but on victory. Your story will not be remembered for your falls but for the way I lifted you again. What is about to happen is so real that it will reach parts of your life that have remained still for years. Doors that never opened, connections that never happened, and prayers that seemed forgotten will all begin to come alive. I am not a God who forgets. I am the God of fresh beginnings, and today I place that new beginning in your hands. Receive it with faith, live it with courage, and honor this new season with wisdom. I give you peace where there was turmoil. I give you relief where there was exhaustion. I give you direction where confusion once ruled. My purpose is not only to solve your problems but to renew your whole life. That renewal has already started. It is in the small details you have not yet noticed. It is in the quiet changes you have not yet understood. Soon everything will become clear. I reveal things little by little so you are not overwhelmed by their greatness. Nothing in your life has escaped my attention. Even on the days when you chose silence because you could not find words for your pain, I was there. I was with you in the dark room. while you waited for test results, and during the daily care you gave to those who depended on you. You were never invisible. I noticed your struggle to keep everything together even when no one else did. That is why today I declare that the time is coming when you will finally see with your eyes what until now existed only as quiet hope inside your heart. Even when you no longer had the strength to ask, your soul continued speaking to me. Even when your prayer became only a sigh, I heard every part of it. What others called ordinary routine, I called faithfulness. When others said you were doing too much, I saw your commitment. The one who loves the way you love often carries burdens that should never have been so heavy. That is why your reward will come exactly where your sacrifices were made. Nothing will be wasted. There were many nights when you lay down with a mind full of worries and a heart carrying even more weight. You thought about everything that needed to be done while time seemed to move faster than you could follow. But now I am calming the storm. I am teaching you how to breathe even under pressure, because what belongs to you does not depend on how fast you move, and depends on my direction. That direction is becoming clearer now than ever before. You are not weak because you became tired. You are human. Even so, you chose to keep believing. You held on to your faith even when it felt broken. I know what it means to walk without applause, without recognition, and without anyone confirming your path. I know what it means to remain faithful even when no results can yet be seen. That is why your harvest will be beyond anything you expected. What was formed in secret will soon be shown with power before the same eyes that once doubted. Right now I am breaking the unseen resistance that kept you from moving ahead. Something is opening inside you, a new understanding, a fresh revelation, a stronger courage. You are being moved into a new emotional and spiritual place where your vision will no longer stay limited. You will start seeing beyond your present situation. What looked frozen will suddenly come alive. You will notice the change, and it will be clear. If these words are already speaking to your heart, write with faith, I receive this direction for my life. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust Him, and He will do the rest. Psalm 37:5. Even if what I am doing seems small today, it is much greater than it appears. I begin my greatest works through simple things. Even though your life is filled with duties, responsibilities, and people who depend on you, none of that will stop what I have prepared. Instead, your faithfulness in small things will open the way to greater things, because your heart has already learned how to serve. The one who serves with a sincere heart is honored by me. You were tested while waiting, but now you will be honored because you remained faithful. Many people begin, but only a few continue, and you kept going. Even without quick results, you chose to trust. Even without seeing a sign, you decided to believe. I never overlook that kind of faith. It is the kind of faith that keeps standing even when everything around it says otherwise. Through that faith you will watch the impossible become real before your eyes. I know there are hurts that cannot be explained and wounds you never show anyone. But I saw you. I saw you standing quietly, staring into the distance, trying to understand why everything happened, and even without answers, you chose to keep moving. That decision became the key that allowed the promise to move forward. What was once only a prophecy will now become reality. You will no longer live in almost. You will step into what is complete, what is full, and what belongs to you by divine promise. There were days when all you wanted was one sign that you had not been forgotten. Today I tell you that every quiet prayer has been gathered like a seed planted in rich soil. You were never ignored. You were being prepared. My silence was never absence. It was preparation. When you thought nothing was happening, I was carefully working behind the scenes of your story. Do not measure your future by the limits of your present. I am the one who turns clay into a vessel of honor. I turn emptiness into presence, broken places into scenes of miracles, and chaos into testimony. Your home, your heart, and your path are all being touched by my hand. Things are being rearranged. Connections will be restored. Relationships will be rebuilt by me so that everything I promised will come to pass. The pain you carried to protect others was never hidden from me. That is why today I pour healing over your soul. A healing that does not numb but restores, that does not hide the wound but sets you free, that does not cover the problem but truly makes you whole. You will no longer pretend to be fine. You will live healed, free and complete. Those who only saw you supporting others will now see that you are also supported by a strength greater than any human source. Angels are working on your behalf. Doors are already opening, even if you cannot yet see them. I am preparing answers, moving hearts, and removing unseen barriers. I am doing all this because I remain faithful to every promise I made. When I promised, I already knew the right time, the whole journey, and how long you could endure. Now, because you stayed faithful and kept a humble heart, the promise will come without further delay. Can you sense this atmosphere of change rising within your spirit? It is not coming from your own thoughts. It comes from my spirit. My touch is preparing you to receive what you have prayed for over such a long time. When I begin to move, even time changes its pace, and now time is moving in your favor. Decisions that once seemed far away will happen quickly. Roads that looked completely closed will open with authority. That is what divine intervention is. You do not have to shout to be heard. You do not have to prove yourself to anyone. I already know your truth, and I will confirm it myself. Those who doubted will see. Those who laughed will become silent because what I am doing is not for human praise but for the fulfillment of my purpose. When my will is completed, nothing else matters. You do not need people's approval when you already have mine. The details that once confused you are now coming together. The pieces that seemed separated are now fitting into place because the puzzle of your life is in my hands, and only I know the finished picture. While you only saw scattered pieces, I already saw the whole story. Now you will begin to understand how every part had a purpose. Even the painful moments will become testimonies because nothing is wasted when I am leading your life. Your story will become an example for others, not because you were perfect but because you kept growing, not because life was easy but because you remained obedient. The glory seen in your life will not come from status but from surrender. I lift up those who surrender. I honor those who humble themselves, and you remained humble before me even when everything seemed against you. Now I am lifting you so you can live the reality of what I prepared especially for you. Many people may never understand your journey, but you know where you came from, and you know who walks beside you. That is enough. Your trust in me is the strength that carries you into this new season. I led you through unusual paths to protect you from hidden dangers, and now I am leading you into peaceful places. You will feel relief. You will receive clarity. What once looked like thick fog will become a clear view before your eyes. You can already sense the lightness that is coming. It is not the result of physical rest but of spiritual peace. It is the certainty that what followed you like a shadow is losing its power. Invisible chains are being broken. I am ending the cycles that kept you trapped in the same emotional place for years. There were hurts that returned again and again without explanation, but now you understand. It was a season that needed freedom, and I have brought that freedom. This moment becomes a turning point. Nothing will remain the same. Not because everything outside has changed, but because your heart has been renewed. The way you see life, other people, and yourself is changing. This inner change always comes before the outward miracles. I always begin inside, where human eyes cannot see. What is real is first created in the unseen before it becomes clear for everyone to notice. You no longer need to chase attention. Your true identity has already been recognized in heaven. You were chosen because of your sincerity, not because of your performance. There is no longer room for pretending, forced smiles, or responsibilities that keep draining your soul. This is the season to live with freedom and peace. What belongs to you will come naturally. You will not have to compete, beg for attention, or constantly prove your value. I will take care of that for you. Even though the world around you remains demanding, I will become your place of rest. When everyone expects strength from you, I will be the strength you need. When you feel you have nothing left to stand on, I will be your solid rock. Walking through life alone is no longer your path. You have learned that the true journey is to walk with me. I also want you to understand that what belongs to you is never truly delayed. It simply matures until the right moment. Now it is ready to arrive. Some blessings were held back not because you were unworthy, but because I was protecting you. If I had given them sooner, they would have harmed you. Today you are ready. What once looked like confusion now reveals itself as care. The painful feelings that once wounded you have become part of your freedom. What you believed was a loss was actually protection. What you thought was a delay was the perfect season for shaping your life. Remember this well. I never work in haste. I always work with perfect timing. When something seems delayed, it is because I am working on every detail, and every detail is important. I never give anything before it is fully ready. What I bring to you will arrive complete, prepared, and strong enough to last. If you believe you are ready for this season, write with faith. I am ready to live what God has promised. Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but stands forever. Psalm 125:1. Now take a deep breath and feel what is happening. You are being healed from the inside out. Your emotions are being brought into harmony with what I have prepared for you. Fear is losing its voice, and insecurity is losing its place. You are no longer trapped by your past. Those difficult chapters will no longer define who you are. I am writing a new chapter, and what once marked your life will become only a testimony instead of a prison. Freedom is coming. What I bring will match who you truly are so completely that there will be no room for doubt. You will not need to defend yourself or explain anything. It will be clear to everyone. It will be the perfect meeting between your true identity and my promise. Many will look and say, only God could have done this. Deep inside, you will know it was built one step at a time, one tear at a time, one sacrifice at a time. That is why your victory will not produce pride but thankfulness. I am not only restoring what was taken from you. I am giving you something greater than you expected because I never work with the smallest measure. I work in ways that reveal my glory. I did not create you simply to survive. I created you to grow and flourish. Flourishing is not one single moment but a journey. That journey began in the wilderness, but now the season is changing. The dry ground is becoming the garden I planted inside you. Some people will return, not to hurt you again, but to witness what I have done in your life. You will not have to prove anything. Your change will speak for itself. Your face will show peace. Your words will carry wisdom, and your presence will bring healing. I am making your life the answer to questions people around you never knew how to ask. You are becoming a bridge between the pain of many and the hope that only I can give. You are not only someone seeking blessings. You are someone chosen to reflect my grace. That grace has no human explanation. It carried you through the days when everything told you to quit. It covered you when shame tried to expose you. It lifted you quietly when no one else reached out to help. Now that same grace is becoming authority in your life, an authority that does not control others, but serves them with truth. The long season of waiting has produced something inside you that you did not even realize was growing. It has produced spiritual maturity. You no longer chase every promise you hear. You now know how to recognize what truly comes from me and what comes only from emotion. Because of that, I can now trust you with greater things, since you have become faithful. Your faithfulness in secret is becoming visible through my work. What no one noticed before will now be seen by everyone, not as a performance, but as a testimony. Do not be afraid of what comes next, because you will not walk alone. The wisdom you once lacked is now overflowing. The answers that seemed delayed are beginning to flow because your spirit has become sensitive to my voice, and the one who listens to my voice will never lose the way.